Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is John Jake Gaming on the mic here, coming at you with a brand new episode of the Realignment Dynasty here on NCAA 14, featuring that college football revamp, of course. We are out here, man. We are 9-0. This is the best season that we have had here as the head coach of Michigan State. We are going to take on a football team that is literally on the opposite side of us right now. They are not been able to win a single game yet this season. They are 0-8 going into this game. They do have a top 100 guy visiting, so let's see if we can spoil that visit for them. But you can see why they're struggling. They're only a C overall squad, C offense, C plus defense to go with all that. We got a B plus overall team, B offense, B plus defense, and we have advantages pretty much everywhere except that turnover margin. We do like to be a little bit aggressive around here when it comes to pushing the ball down the field. But I want to see us have a clean game today. I want to see us not have any major injuries. Let's go ahead and remain healthy, and let's see if we can start really pushing to finish this year strong, because I would really love to see us go 12-0 here in the regular season and then just punch our ticket into the college football playoff no matter what happens to us in a conference championship game if we have that type of scenario. So guys, I'm really excited about this episode. I hope you guys are really excited as well. If you are, make sure you go ahead and smack that like button, hit that subscribe button as well if you do happen to be brand new. Let's go ahead and hop into the game action, and let's go ahead and see if we can get to 10-0. Let's make it happen, boys. Alright, boys, so we did end up winning a coin toss, so we did end up deciding to defer to that second half. But first, we get to see this Kent State offense out on the field. One of the worst offenses in college football, only averaging like 16 points a game. So I'm going to see if we can shut them out here. That's the challenge that I'm putting on my defense here today. Third and short, though, and they're going to actually pick up the first down and then some, as Vincent, he's actually getting loose here. Akeem Williams has to come in and make the tackle for us, but that's still going to be a first down. Not how I wanted to start this game. And the Golden Flashes, they think they have something going with that running game early on, as Lewis Vincent is going to find a big hole through our defense once again. And now it's 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Vincent's going to run it out on the perimeter. They tried to run the speed option to the right, but you can't run it on us all the time now. Come on now. And now it's 2nd and long. Vincent dropping back, looking over the middle. It's going to be dropped. And now it's 3rd and 14. This is exactly where I want my defense to get these guys, because they are not a good third down team. Let's see if we can get them off the field and make them settle for a field goal. They go for the halfback draw. Oh, we got the fumble. We can't recover it, though. But, hey, I'm going to take that. I'm going to take that, though. We felt a little adversity early on, but we clobbered up. We clamped down. And we're going to force them to take a massively long field goal. They're actually going to try this. I'm just going to see what kind of leg this kicker has. And this kicker has the distance, but he doesn't have the accuracy. So the Golden Flashes don't get away with any points there. But we do get ourselves a studio update, as we got a top 8 matchup in another conference. West Virginia and Illinois were playing up against each other, and West Virginia wins by a field goal. But then we get some other scores around the country. Ohio State's up to number 13, and they dominate Cincinnati. So now we jump into our first offensive drive of the game. We'll see if we can come out here and, make something happen. As we throw over the middle, we find a wide butt naked open Perry Robertson. A gain of 32. And listen, if you're going to give us the middle of the field like that, we are going to attack that middle of the field. We're not going to typically make it too hard. We're not going to make it rocket science. We're going to attack certain parts of the field until you can come up with an actual answer. And speaking of that middle of the field, Perry Robinson, wide open in the end zone. We toss it over to him. He makes that catch for us. And that's a beautiful start for our offense, man. I don't think we've had any plays that were not for first downs on that drive. That was incredible. So now we got an early 7-0 lead here in this game, as now we see the Golden Flashes out on the field once again. They were able to move the ball a little bit last time, but we made them miss a field goal on their first possession. Here's a big play for them once again, as that is Battle. He's going to fight his way forward. They're back in our territory again, man. Why are we giving up these explosive plays against Kent State? I have no idea. Now I know how these Georgia fans feel, man. It's a disappointing feeling. It's just pure disappointment right now, as they are already basically in the red zone right now. They're sitting like right around the 21, and then Rucker is going to take this screen here, and that's another near first down. His first catch of the day goes for 9 yards. So I wouldn't be shocked if they decide to run the football. They have good success with it. And Vincent, he might actually bring this into the end zone. He doesn't punch it in, but it's going to be first and goal right at the 1 yard line. So next play, what does Kent State do? We're going to try to pass the football. Vincent breaks one tackle, gets it out to Williams. And of course his receiver drops it. He sells on him, but it won't keep him out in the end zone long, as Kent State's offensive line is able to get the push that they're looking for. And Luke Battle sees the parting of the Red Sea, and now all of a sudden it's a tie ball game. So this is an interesting predicament. Did not expect Kent State to actually score in this game, but here we are. We'll see if our offense can respond in kind, as Hammond will roll to the right. We got a one-on-one matchup on the outside, and Wesley Johnson wins that one-on-one matchup. Picks up a gain of 16 for us there. Able to get his first catch of the game. But then we'll suck Kent State's pass rush in. We'll run the halfback screen. And Bobby Russ, with some room to work, he makes a man miss. And now he's going to be gone like a girl in a country song. Touchdown, Spartans. That's going to be a 59-yard touchdown run. How about getting it in the hands of one of your best playmakers on the team? And this guy is just a freshman as well. That's the crazy part in all of this. That is incredible. And that's going to give us this lead right back. 14-7 going to be our score. But now we'll see if our defense can lock things back up here once again as we come back out onto the field. Vincent is going to run the ball up the left-hand side, so Lewis Battle. And Luke Battle will pick up a decent chunk of yards. It's going to be, a third and short, a third and manageable that allows them to stay. What has surprisingly been working well for them. They're really working that run game, as Vincent decides to pass it instead. Gets it out to Rucker. Somehow manages to hang on to it. And Anthony Rucker moves to sticks. First down, Golden Flashes. As again, Vincent will drop back to pass, facing a little bit of pressure, but it's going to be picked off. That's Mike Harvey. Then is going to make a play on the ball. The route looked open, but what ended up happening was that ball was thrown late, and our DB makes them pay for it in a big way. And now we take over at about midfield, and here comes the Michigan State offense. 2 drives so far. We got 2 touchdowns to our name as well. So here we go, second and short, prime play action, even though we don't go that way. We will throw it short, though, to Cortez Mills, who gets us to about where all these kickoffs happen here at the collegiate level, that 35-yard line. As we have another first and 10 from the 35, Hammond will drop back. He's looking around, going to try to throw again over the middle of the field. It was more well covered, but we still fit it in there. You love to see it. So another first and 10 coming up as Hammond looks over the middle of the field, gets it out to the speedy Jason Higgins there for a gain of 9. And that will be the last notable play that we see in the first quarter as we hold to a 14-7 lead, trying to expand on that. So we jump in now to the second quarter of action, and we're immediately greeted by a third and short. Going to go to the freshman star, Bobby Russ, who finds a little bit of trouble finding the first down marker, but gets the push from his offensive line nonetheless, and that will move the sticks. Later on, we got first and goal after the first down from Bobby Russ, and we turn first downs into touchdowns, baby, as Perry Robertson is going to get his second touchdown of the day. Winning off the slant pattern, they tried to press, and Robinson wins it with ease. Get it right in between him and the linebacker. And now we try to really take off on the Kent State Golden Flashes. After we forced that 3 and out, now we get the ball over to Jason Higgins, and he nearly breaks it on the jet sweep there. His first carry goes for a first down as well. We're moving the ball effectively. Next play, Hammond going with the, pump fake here. But we will eventually have to dump it off to Jason Higgins as everything downfield was covered. That was good deep coverage by the Golden Flashes, but we still get that first down anyways. And then Hammond will throw it out to Leslie Johnson on the slant pattern. Kent State just does not have an answer for our offensive attack. We're making everything look easy. As Hammond again hands it off to Bobby Russ. He gets it inside the 15-yard line, gets brought down. I bet you this is a face mask. Yes, sir. It's going to be a face mask. You can't do that, my guy. So that's going to be half the distance to the goal. That's going to be first and goal from the 6-yard line. Next play, we go out with a backup running back, Aaron Hines. He runs it into the end zone. He will finish the drive since, Bobby Russ, he's going to, let himself rest just a little bit. And it's another touchdown, man. 28-7. Is going to be your score. 5:34 left to play here in the first half, though, as Kent State tries to get itself back on track. And we go into accidentally walked into one of the defensive linemen. I don't know how to do this on purpose, to be honest with you guys. I would do this more, like, for the recruiting specials if y'all want me to, if I can actually, spend time to figure it out. But I know how to, do it accidentally. It's usually when I almost get drawn off signs, right? So this is one of those little weird wrinkles that you still find even with a game that is as old as NCAA 14. That's the interesting thing. But Lewis Battle, he's going to run it upfield. He's going to roll over a couple of defenders here and he won't pick up the first down, but it will be another 3rd and short. And that's allowed Kent State to actually be good on 3rd downs today. They're 3 for 5 so far, and they're going to try to run it again. Vincent on the outside looking for the first down marker, but just nowhere to go. Defense is able to rally up, and now we give ourselves the football once again. This time, 2nd and 10. They pinned us deep, though. We got to be careful with the ball. Hammond's going to throw ahead, throw it out to Cortez Mills. It's not a big gain, but what's the important thing is we do have a little bit of breathing room to work with. 3rd and 3 coming up. Hammond dropping back, looks over the middle of the field, finds Mike Holt again, and now we have more than just a little bit of room to work with. That's a 26-yard reception. Next play, Hammond drops back again, looks over the middle and gets it out to the speedy Jason Higgins for a gain of 6. I want him to touch the football quite a bit. That 99 speed, that cannot be ignored, nor can the running ability of Bobby Russ, who picks up a gain of 7 on the carry. As we now have yet another 1st and 10. Now crossing midfield, as Bobby Russ does make the initial defender miss. There was a guy that actually did manage to get into our backfield. Sounds good on Bobby to go ahead and bounce it back inside and, save the play. That could have been disastrous. But instead, 3rd and short that we get to work with. And Russ, gotta let Russ cook in those 3rd and shorts. You already know what time it is, man. So now we got 1:25 left to play. We're going to go no huddle. Hammond is going to take it on the speed option. He's going to run it quickly upfield for a gain of 6. We will use this chance, though, to call our very first timeout. Next play, 2nd and 4. Johnson, he's going to win on his route initially, and it's going to be one of the easier touchdown passes that Leslie Johnson is going to grab. 35-7 is your score, and Billy Hammond's on fire right now. 288 yards, 4 touchdowns here in the first half. He has been unstoppable. So now 1:09 left to play here in the quarter as Vincent desperately wants to respond, at least make this a little bit closer of a game before we go into the halftime locker room. They haven't thrown the ball much here. Will they change now? Vincent looks over the middle, finds Rucker over the middle. That's Anthony for the first down. That's for a gain of 13. And now already sitting at about midfield. Vincent starting to find a rhythm. We'll see if that continues. Looking to the right-hand side, and it's broken up. It looks like early Austin got in there for the coverage. And now it's 2nd and 10. Vincent trying to throw again. We send only 3 guys, and that's nearly picked off again. Ryan Herring gets a hand on the football. Couldn't get that second hand, unfortunately. And now it's 3rd and 10. Vincent in the shotgun. He's looking over to the right-hand side and throws it out to Anthony Rucker for his second first down of the drive. And here comes the Golden Flashes. Vincent looking, has some time, finds Miller all by himself. That has to be a busted coverage. No way that you can allow a tight end like that to be that open. Looks like early Austin bid on some sort of fake. I didn't see how you could be faked out by that. But still a pretty good score for us here as we are up by 3 possessions. Alright, so not exactly how I wanted to end the first half, but we still have a really good lead right now. So I'm not tripping by any means, but I'm just a little bit disappointed, right? So we'll see what we can do here as Bobby Russ, he gets back on his feet and he fumbles the ball. Now Mike Holt does recover it, but I'm lost count how many times Bobby Russ has fumbled this football. So he gets pulled out of the game briefly. We will bring in Aaron Hines for this next carry, and he's got some nice bursts. Gets it upfield for a gain of 5. That will make it 3rd and short. And we go with that read option. Hammond in the shotgun. He's going to get it out to Bobby Russ, and Russ is going to be stuck up behind the first down marker. And we got to punt this football away. Kent State, they got a little bit of hope on their hands. We'll see what they can do. 3rd and 5. Vincent trying to get it on the halfback draw, and it actually works. Usually that does not bode well when they run up against us in a halfback draw. This time it was different. A few plays later, we get him to a 3rd and long, and Kent State, they're going to connect on a long passing play. Another busted coverage. Sam Williams, open spot. Ryan Herring can't get over there in time. And now here comes the Golden Flashes trying to strike like a flash in the pan. Jackson runs it upfield. 15-yard reception. And it's going to be the 3rd red zone opportunity here for the Golden Flashes. Vincent trying to do an option, but will be stuck in the backfield though. We do catch him behind that line of scrimmage. Joe Roast, the senior, gets on the stat sheet for the first time. Now he will stay on the field for the 2nd and 14 as Roast will be involved in making that tackle, but Kyle Keys does end up making the reception first. So now it's 3rd and short. Kent State has been great on 3rd downs, like I said. 6 for 9 on the day, and it's going to be intercepted by Mike Scott. Oh, if we could have turned around a little bit sooner, we could have cribbed that, but might have been the smart play after all to go ahead, settle for a touchback. We are up by a few scores, so again, I'm not worried. I'm not tripping by any means. But we do go 3-0 on our next possession, and considering how bad this defense is, a little bit of a red flag. I'm not liking the idea of us being held to a 3-and-out. Not it, fam. But now Kent State takes back over after the interception that we did force on their previous possession. We'll see if we can force yet another turnover as Vincent will run it to the right-hand side on the option. We can't catch him initially, but Brandon Lyles will end up bringing him down from behind. And it's going to be 3rd and 6 from about the 38-yard line. Vincent in shotgun. He's going to look around, throws to the left-hand side. We got a fumble here, though. Patrick Goshwin is going to recover it and gets upfield right away. No one's going to catch him either. And that is our star middle linebacker that is going to finish the job, scoop and score. As it looks like that is NFL prospect Kenneth Wood that got his hands on the football. That makes it 42-14. That is going to be your score. So we're back up by 28 points. The dominant game that we've been looking for. As now, Golden Flash is back out on the field. They tried to run the slants pattern. We had it taken care of initially, but Stephen Campbell eventually finds a hole in our zone coverage and picks up a decent gain. So it sets up 2nd and short now, and Vincent, they will throw here on 2nd down. It's going to be dropped. That would have been a 1st down. He was open. It was the right decision, but you can't execute. That's tough. So now 3rd down once again. Vincent going to run with the fullback, and Meyer finds a open space in our defense. That's the fullback that just gashed us, man. You hate to see it. So now, Vincent again dropping back. He's finding a rhythm. Gets it out to Sam Williams, who picks up a decent chunk of yards. As now, 2nd and 4. Vincent looking. Another man-to-man situation. And pass rush is not doing its job, man. We need that pass rush to get there a little bit sooner, especially if we are sending the blitz. Dropping back, looks to the right-hand side, and it's going to be Campbell that makes this catch. Stephen Campbell for the first down. Kent State, they are putting together a decent little drive. They might get 20 points against us. That would make me sick to my stomach, and they do. Kyle Keys with the reception in the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Flashes, as the lefty able to find a soft crease in our defense. And we go into the 4th quarter only up by a few scores. So while we are in control still, it's not as dominant as what you would think it would be when the #1 team in the nation goes and plays against one of the worst teams in college football. But let's see if we can turn that around here. 3rd and short. We will rely on our quarterback here to pick up this first down, as we do find an opening with Wesley Johnson, who is able to pick up a few yards after the catch as well to get the ball across midfield. As we go on the run again, Bobby looking to finish this game off. He's going to run it right up the gut for a gain of 14. He's on the verge of a 100-yard day, but we'll let him block for us briefly. As 3rd down, Hammond, he's going to actually try to scramble for this. No one's open downfield. He's got some space to work and gets, he fumbles it. Thankfully, that fumble did end up being out of bounds, but man, got lucky there once again. As now, Hammond again going to the right-hand side. Johnson is going to move it forward. A gain of 14 yards. We're looking for that 49. Can we make it happen? Hammond, touchdown number 5, and Paul McGee with a diving save. If that was somehow intercepted, I don't know if I would have been that mad at it, to be honest. Not at Billy Hammond, at least. That was an incredible play. So now that forces us into a 3rd and goal. Hammond scrambling to the right-hand side. He's going to try to run into the end zone. He hangs on to the football, and he gets it in. Touchdown, Spartans. 49-21 is going to officially be your score. Taking the lead here. So 28-point game still as Kent State. Can they find some magic here? They're running out of time to do so. Williams initially had the grab to start this next drive, but it's going to be poked away. And now it's 2nd and long. Vincent once again throwing downfield. Looks to the left-hand side. Gets it out to Kyle Keys. Had Akeem Williams on his back, and he still makes the play in spite of that. So again, 1st and 10. Vincent again dropping back, looks to the left-hand side, gets it out to Williams once more. They're slicing and dicing down the field. The clock starting to become a real issue here. Another 1st and 10. Vincent gets a clean pocket once again, able to dump it off to Casey Miller for yet another first down. A steady drive for the Golden Flashes. They have played above their expectations. A couple plays later, looks to the right-hand side, gets it out to Campbell, and Stephen Campbell will pick up another first down. We have a really hard time getting him off the field. Vincent looking for another score, looks to the left, gets it out to the tailback. It's Luke Battle. A short throw that's keeping this offense on schedule. If only they've been able to do that a little bit more often in this game. Critical play for the Golden Flashes here if they want another score. 3rd and short. Keys gets moved into motion. He's now in the backfield. It's an option play. Keys, he's actually going to keep it here, and he gets the football, and it's a first down. How about this for a surprise? The Golden Flashes with almost 180 yards rushing on the ground. And now it's a goal line situation as they try to set up the screen on 3rd and goal. Vincent does not get rid of it. If he did, he would have been sacked, and that might have been a touchdown. Seems like a lost opportunity there for the Golden Flashes. But instead, it's going to be 4th and goal. Trying to keep your hopes alive. Williams finds a spot in the defense, but he fumbles the bag He drops the ball at the goal line, and it'll be a dominant victory still. We still win by 28, but not a complete performance I was necessarily looking for. We were really dominating them that first quarter and a half, and then after we got up like 35-7, starting with Kent State's final drive in the first half, we kind of hit that cruise control a little bit. And, you know, I'm still looking. We had complete games. We've done it before, but not what I'm looking for here necessarily. Although we still get the win, remain undefeated, and that, of course, should still be enough to remain number 1 in the nation. Alright, boys, so we were able to win pretty convincingly like we saw, but kind of felt like in that second half that we kind of put our foot off the gas pedal just a little bit, but offense otherwise played a really great game today. Billy Hammond for starters, 19 for 25, 312 yards, 4 touchdowns, no picks. He was a stud out there. Did not have a 100-yard rusher in this one. Bobby Russ only ends up with 98 yards in this one, so he doesn't quite get to that magical 100 number. But Billy Hammond did find the end zone on the ground today, 6 carries for 28 yards. And then the backup running back, Aaron Hines, he was able to do some things today, 3 for 15, and also a rushing touchdown. As for the receivers, Wesley Johnson led the way with 5 catches, 84 yards, and a touchdown in this one. Perry Robinson had multiple touchdown grabs, so he ends up with 3 catches and 44 yards in this ball game. And then, of course, Bobby Russ, he did do some great things in the receiving game. 2 catches, but he had 75 yards throughout the game. Now, defensively, I'm, to be honest, a little bit disappointed in our defense. I mean, giving up 21 to arguably the worst team in the FBS level, that's really embarrassing. But Kenneth Littles, he was all over the field today. 14 tackles in this game, 6 of which were TFLs. Early Austin was also up in the box quite often in this game. He ends up with 7 tackles and 2 TFLs in this one. We only managed to get 1 sack in the entire game, and I'm pretty sure it happened in the 4th quarter. Chris Smith was able to go ahead and get a sack, which did force a 4th down at the goal line. But even though we didn't get to the quarterback too much, we did force a few turnovers. Mike Scott was able to get an interception, as was Greg Harvey. They were both able to pick off this quarterback here today. And then we actually had 2 forced fumbles. Kenneth Wood actually forced both of them in this game, although we did only manage to recover one of them. The one that we did manage to recover was Patrick Goshwin. He was able to take it all the way to the crib for a defensive touchdown. He also ended up with 4 tackles in this game, but, you know, wasn't an A+ game by any means from our entire football team, but we won, and we're still going to be undefeated. But as we were kind of complaining about how we only beat Kent State by 4 touchdowns, Alabama was fighting for their life. They're number 2 in the country right now. They're right behind us in the AP poll, and Mississippi State gave them a game led by Coach just incredible. He ends up nearly pulling the upset on the road, and that's a testament to what he's built over there at Mississippi State. They still win this game, however, they do lose 35-28, but I have a good feeling that these Bulldogs at 5-4, they're going to be able to reach bowl eligibility this season. As for Coach Gunner over at TCU, he is going to go ahead and win this game against Oklahoma. It was a pretty good game. 31-26 ends up being the final score. Oklahoma ends up going down, and TCU is going to still end up being on track to make it to the college football playoff. They're now sitting at 8-1 overall on the season. So Kent State did end up putting up a little bit more of a fight than I anticipated, so I'm only going to play that game in this episode. But here's to hopefully next time we get ourselves a little bit of a doubleheader to get to the end of the regular season, as next time out we will go ahead and go on the road to play against the Indiana Hoosiers, who we have blown out twice here in this series, both as the head coach of this Michigan State football team. But again, I'm gonna leave that for next time. But if you enjoyed today's video though, as we took care of business against the Golden Flashes, I need you guys to go ahead and do me a favor, smack that like button for me, and then hit that subscribe button as well if you do happen to be brand new to the channel. This is John J. Gaming on the mic signing off. I'm hoping you're all out there having a good one. Take care, everybody.